after 54 and 74 here in Rome in 1990, and they see off Argentina by a
and Yugoslavia. 4 survivors from the '86 World Cup final for Franz Beckenbauer. Rudi Völler, who was a substitute that day, is starting tonight. Lothar Matthäus, Thomas Berthold and Andreas Bremer too. Ido Buchwald and Klaus Augenthaler start at centre-back, with Matthäus acting as the libero in front of the back four. Pierre Littbarski and Andreas Möller didn't make it to the starting 11. Solidity and consistency from West Germany in international competitions over the last 2 decades. But no World Cup since Franz Beckenbauer was a player back in 1974. For many people, Yugoslavia the dark horses to usurp West Germany, Argentina, Italy et al. And to lift the trophy in 3.5. And Srećko Katanec on the left side of midfield has experience of playing in West Germany. Reuter. Matthäus is here again for West Germany, and Matthäus scores for West Germany. Well, they haven't been at their best in the first 28 minutes, but they found the net, and Tomislav Ivkovic could really do nothing to stop it. Beckenbauer has been there and done it before. To reenact the successes as a player, with Rudi Völler, the latest to go close. Far forward here, Andreas Bremer is. Klinsmann in the middle, and Klinsmann with a header! And Klinsmann makes it 2-0 for West Germany. Andreas Bremer with a wonderful ball in to his colleague from Inter Milan. Was from Jovic, and Yugoslavia had a chance to put pressure on the goal of Bodo Ilkner for the very first time in the game. Taken quickly by Augenthaler. Now Hessler. Bain calling for it. Uwe Bain for West Germany now. Well, every time they come forward, Stojkovic. Challenge again from Bremer, who was booked. Stojkovic needs to deliver. It's a good ball in two, and Yugoslavia have a goal back. Davor Jovic will celebrate. Another player who plays in the Italian top flight. This time he's forward, Matthäus. Jinks away from one challenge. Lothar Matthäus! It's glorious for West Germany. One moment he's at centre-back, and the next he's firing Germany into a 3-1 lead and forcing Yugoslavia to come back for a second time. Bremer. Still Andreas Bremer. Oh, it's through the hands of Ivkovic and bundled in by Rudi Völler. A nightmare for the Yugoslavia goalkeeper. And a true poacher's finish from Völler. Harsh lesson here. Now Littbarski to make it 5 for West Germany. Pierre Littbarski. Back Völler. One-on-one, Littbarski coming with him. Rudi Völler for West Germany. Result that will leave Yugoslavia at the bottom of the early standings. Goal difference could be worsened by Klinsmann. Have contributed to attack. Just how Jürgen Kohler will get into the team, just how anybody will get into this West Germany team is difficult to perceive. West Germany with 2 first-half goals in 11 minutes from Matthäus and Klinsmann. Matthäus with a glorious third, the goal of the game, after Yugoslavia had hooked one back through Davor Jovic.
were among the favourites for this World Cup, but they make 3 changes for this, the first of the knockout games here against the Dutch. Van Basten first time to find Gullit, who's strong enough to keep upright, and a good ball into the middle, and it was Aaron Binter arriving. Almost inviting the cross in here, and there's another chance, and it falls again. There's a long look. Tries to find Gullit. Here's Wouters. Oh, he was trying to chip Bodo Illner. 2 games between them, both ended as draws. Here's Litbarski. Shoots left-footed. Well, the left hand of course in the Dutch on that occasion. Here's Vola. Oh, might be a free kick here, and it looks like it's a yellow card for Rijkaard. Wonder if there's a bit of history between them. Well, it looked to me as if Rudi Vola. Well, the red card has been shown to Rudi Vola. Oh, and there's Clint. He spat on him again, Rijkaard. Mexico by Argentina by 3-2. The Argentinian team, of course, of Maradona. Here's Gullit, clever back heel. Wouters with the shot. For Klinsmann to chase. Makes room for the right foot cross, lifts it into the really good ball by Klinsmann. Here's Van Tigelen. Gullit! Well, there was no flag. Gullit was not offside. Take the free kick. Boekvals well forward. Klinsmann! Is he suggesting he was held? It was a tug on his own. Long ball forward with Litbarski on the chase. Here's Jan Wouters. Oh, he's tried to play back to the goalkeeper and he's given it away. He set up a chance for Germany here. Wonderful save by Van Breukelen to deny Boekveld. Very direct. Forward to Jurgen Klinsmann. Here's Matthäus with the header. An impressive passage of play by Germany. Klinsmann comes to the near post. It's Klinsmann! Oh, Germany have scored! And it's Jurgen Klinsmann. It's his 3rd goal in this World Cup campaign. Winter! Oh! Van Basten. Oh, here's Gullit. Bremer's there as well. Is it a corner? Koeman gets in front of him. Still Klinsmann. Shot was blocked. Here's Matthäus. Oh! Now, Gullit's stolen it from Berthold. Into the penalty area. Goes for goal. Well, he could have cut it back. Gullit running at Berthold and getting past him and gets the ball in. Van Basten! Oh, it looked like a tap in for Van Basten. Here's Van Schip. Van Basten! He didn't get it cleanly. It's another Dutch chance. Here's Van Basten, takes the ball off Jurgen Kohler, gets it into the middle. Oh, that was a good foot in there. Litbarski twisting and turning and teasing these Dutch players, gets the shot away. But Klinsmann, again a clever turn by Klinsmann, and he's straight through the middle of them. Now Klinsmann making the diagonal run. We'll get to this first, and he gets the shot away and he's hit the woodwork. What a wonderful bit of football by Jurgen Klinsmann. He smacked that against the woodwork. Put it over the bar, and maybe surprisingly he's going to come on for Jurgen Klinsmann, who's just hit the post. And the free kick he's taken. Here's Matthäus. No, it won't count. The whistle's gone. We've got to come back. And there's going to be a caution because the side here against Riedler. Suddenly the Dutch defence has gone missing. Squared across. Litbarski! Good save by Van Breukelen. Koeman has come out with him. Here's Bremer. Tries to float it into the far corner. Oh, that's fabulous! And Germany have got their second goal. It's 2-0 against Holland. Applauding the efforts of his team. It's launched forward towards Van Basten, who went down under the challenge of Jurgen Kohler, and it's a penalty. Here for Holland. And he does. It's Germany 2, it's Holland 1. We're into the 89th minute. Has him for Germany. Here's Riedler. Oh, he's done very well to skip away from Van Tigelen. Riedler, he goes to get it across Van Breukelen. Germany win by 2-1, and they are into the quarterfinals where they will play Czechoslovakia. Well, sadly, it's a game which will always be remembered for the clash between Rijkaard.
From Boekveld. This is now Uwe Bein. Ball in. Boekveld's back on it, and it's needed a very good save from Stejskar. 5 German bodies at the centre. Headed towards goal and off the line. Klinsmann. Still going here, Jurgen Klinsmann. Into the box. Klinsmann goes down, looking for a penalty. Matthäusen for the lead, and Germany are ahead. Strikes the back of the net and wheels off in the light. And that's the reaction it provokes from the crowd. West German fans sent wild. There's left-footed corner taken down. Klinsmann, it's off the line yet again. Well, not for the first time today. Litbarski. Here's Riedel making his way and pushed away. Let's take the corner, goalkeeper comes, it's not convincing, the header, and once more for the third time in the match. So as more players are in danger of getting themselves in hot water. Now Bremer will shoot. Yet again the save. And there's Litbarski says it to Bremer. And there is the full-time whistle. 90 minutes of domination from West Germany.
FIFA World Cup semi-final between two old rivals, the Federal Republic of Germany and England. And the delivery cleared initially, and then Gascoigne! And Ilgner has to make the save. The German defending has been very good so far. Now they look to counter-attack, but it's given away. And Waddle goes for it! Oh, what a save by Ilgner! But he may be the supporting act. He is. And Shilton makes an excellent save. It's nicely done. Here is Riedler. And he squared it back. It's so tight for Matthäus, and England had the Walker with the challenge, but Germany always have players in support here, and Shilton able to make the block. But Germany still pushing here, and they get the free kick, the challenge by Pearce. To injury. It's an indirect free kick. It's taken by Bremer, deflection, and in! Andreas Bremer. And the Federal Republic of Germany have the lead. Matthäus breaking from deep again, but the shot is wayward. Steven in support. Parker goes high, looking for Lineker. Oh, there's indecision there. Lineker! And England have the equaliser. Berthold. And now the shot is curled in and gathered by Shilton. Olaf Thon. He's got support from Thon. And it comes out to Buchwald off the post. And this FIFA World Cup semi-final will be settled with a shootout. Both teams have 5 penalties. And Lineker makes no mistake, driven in. Similar to the manner of his penalty, which won them all time. He will take their first penalty against Shilton. And it's 1-1. Buried in the corner. With them this season. And Beardsley went high and got it right. Republic of Germany into the semi-finals, and he scored again. Shilton guessing right, but got nowhere near that. David Platt, penalty number 3 for England, and he scores, but only just. There's a small smile on his face, maybe. Riedler, he went high as well, and it's 3-3. Stuart Pearce, saved! Bodo Illgner with the first save of the shootout here. Thon, no mistake. And now England have to score. Stuart Pearce can't look. It's Waddle. Oh, it's over the bar. And the Federal Republic of Germany reach their 3rd successive FIFA World Cup final.
West Germany in their 3rd consecutive FIFA World Cup final, and they meet again, a rematch of the final of 4 years ago, won unforgettably by Argentina. The road back to the final for them started in San Siro in Milan with defeat. Andy Bremer. Oh, beautifully curled in, and the first big chance of this FIFA World Cup final is spurned. Nicely collected by Klinsmann, again running the right side for West Germany. He hesitated and he found Voller, but again the ball's rather behind him, Clive. But he's not had a very good start to the game one way or the other. Both the West Germany strikers were in there hunting for that one. Voller left on the Tesla, elects to come in on his right. Step over by Litbarski, who now receives it and hits it.
Really nice play from West Germany.
Litbarski finding so much room in the middle of the field. Here comes Bremer, goal scorer and goal maker in this tournament, and that might have been another one.
But brilliant the way they break play out. West Germany counter-attack quickly. Bremer's down the left for the return.
Mateus, that's a great cross. And Voller, oh, that's 2, 3, 4. Bit more width in this West Germany build-up play. They found more spaces up the field. The final pass couldn't quite thread through from Hessler, but now Berthold, normally such an excellent crosser. We know not to write him out of the script, however, Clive, don't we?
At our peril, Paul.
Hessler got to the line, but Goycochea read it. Burushaga. That was an awful mistake by a player of his quality. But the quality of crossing is letting up. Augenthaler was across. Argentina do have the chance to bring men forward, however. Basualdo was one of them. He looked for a free kick on the edge of the box and he got one. And I'll say it right now, Clive, it shapes up perfectly for Diego Armando Maradona here.
Yeah, it was very, very clever from Basualdo.
Dezzotti. It was promising for a moment there. Basualdo, oh, and Illgner has to backtrack quickly. Lethal strike in them against the odds.
Yeah, game plan in that first half that worked well for Bilardi and his team.
Now Litbarski, that's a bit more lively. What a great start to the half that would have been.
Well, that's positive. That's quality from Litbarski, the way he weaves his way through a number of challenges.
So Bremer's free kick. All the way through and over the top on the back post. For once Argentina left a man free. The man was Berthold, but he couldn't score.
Well, difficult.
Individual levels of ability are so very high, whatever one may think of their mentality. And of course they have this man. And he keeps it. And he's cut off on the halfway line, and Argentina have a free kick and a chance to lift the pressure building.
I think Bremer took a dislike for the stretcher come on. It might run down a few valuable seconds, Paul.
Wasn't a good first touch by Calderon either, Clive. The flag is up. It wouldn't have counted, but again, it was not a great cross from Berthold.
Berthold's had 4 or 5 opportunities.
Argentina in retreat. Lorenzo can't get to him, but Klinsmann can't find his strike partner Vola.
Again, Klinsmann cross behind Vola.
Vola persisted. It's Littbarski.
Well, it's fabulous work from Vola. Poor cross.
A model of resolve defensively, Argentina, but they're being more stretched, put under a little bit more pressure individually, and space is opening up. Alcantara went down. Alcantara might have scored. Littbarski. Set move. And Goycochea gets down. What a brilliant goal it would have been from Bremer.
Very, very clever, because Argentina had come up en force, en masse from that defensive position. The ball cut.
Have learned how to survive in games like this. They are under pressure now, and the spaces are opening up for West Germany. Here goes Klinsmann. That is cynical in the extreme.
Dreadful tackle.
The half-time substitute, and he's sent off in a FIFA World Cup final. That comes from Mateus. It's cleared by Lorenzo, but not far. And from reasonably far out, Bremer tries again on that side of the field, as again here. Hessler. On by Mateus. Mateus is becoming increasingly influential, isn't he? Bremer.
Can they maintain that? It's an outstanding defensive record.
The thing is, they believe they can do it again, Clive, because of that.
Well, I just think physically they're very strong as well.
Reuter with a good ball in, but Argentina repel them once more. But in a tournament which is captured and captivated us from the first minute, we're going to go very much to the last minute. The whistle had gone. None of that would have counted.
Offside. Yeah, poor touch from Hassler. It was an opportunity. 3 West German players in with a chance of being released by Hassler. His touch let him down.
Mateus on the drive. They look toward the referee. The decision is penalty to West Germany, with only 7 minutes to play. Now Argentina are in danger of losing composure here completely to reclaim the FIFA World Cup, but could this be the moment that sets them on their way? Bremer scores in the corner, the greatest moment of his career. How cool that he took it. Goycochea could not keep that penalty out. And is there any way back for 10-man Argentina now?
Paul, big moment, but what a precision penalty kick from Bremer. It had to be of quality, and it certainly was, right into the corner, giving Goycochea absolute...
Turning him, of course. Alcantara, Kohler, Mateus, but they will all salute. Beginning to fall apart. A second red card.
Where's the Sossi that's going, Paul? Well, Maradona's trying to protect the referee. But I just wonder if that's the moment where Argentina have just lost this World Cup final. Well, I don't think Ildner's actually had a shot to save.
It might get worse for them again. Jurgen Klinsmann to finish with a flourish.
Well, it would have been something to detail on. Maradona has played a big part as well in West Germany's success here this evening.
Here goes Hessler. He might have set for the corner flag. He went infield instead. Talented young players brought through by West Germany since their defeat 4 years ago. Revenge for the defeat in Mexico. Franz Beckenbauer, one of their greatest ever players, now a World Cup winning coach. West Germany win it. after 54 and 74 here in Rome in 1990, and they see off Argentina by a narrow margin. A penalty by Andreas Bremer, but nobody doubts their valour, their quality and their right to be victorious. They started